the cool thing is I could reach out to this realtor and I could see if their buyer might potentially be interested in this property as well. So let's go ahead and call up the seller, see what's going on. I have a feeling that there could be some competitors that are shopping this deal as well, but I'm going to call them up and let's see what happens. All right, well today seems like a busy day. We've already got one under contract, we got two under contract, and another one of these leads just came in. So I'm just trying to look at it a little bit and get an idea of what the comparables and everything that's going on out there. It seems to be like a more of an inherited situation. The sellers are just in town for a little bit, and we're gonna give them a call and see what's going on. This came in from one of my local websites again, which is pretty awesome. I'll leave the link in the comments below where you can check out the software that I'm using to host my website. And these are essentially like free leads and people that are looking to sell their house and looking to sell it quickly. The software I normally use to find this type of thing is not registering any comparables in the area. So I'm having to look at Zillow, in fact, to make this work. And you can absolutely do that as well. So why don't you come on in? For people that are just getting started, you can use Zillow. You absolutely can use Zillow for comps. What I do when I enter the address, you get a really good little street view. And then it brings up this little map here. And this map here is pretty invaluable because now I can go in here, I can click on the solds, I can find my exact property that I'm working with. Let's see here. Whenever I get lost, I just put that in there and I search again. So here's my property right here that I'm looking at. And then I'm looking at the solds around it. I'm seeing a 105. I'm seeing a 115, seeing a 60, seeing a 118. See, neighborhoods like this are really cool to work with because they're almost referred to as like cookie cutter neighborhoods. So if you got a cookie cutter neighborhood, then you can easily tell what a property might sell for because the houses are very similar, and you can also see who's doing rehabbing and renovation out there. And all of that. So, I can see this property right here was 2,000 square feet, sold for 147. It's on the same street, just sold in August. So 147 is a pretty high price. Now, one thing I like to do is when I look at these higher priced properties is I like to see if there were renovations. And if there were a renovation, and you can come zoom in on this a little bit, if you look at these pictures, it's pretty easy to see that it's a renovation. And if in fact it is a renovation, I can then go back and I can look at the property history. So I'm going to do that. Let's see here. I'm going to look down here, and there we go. So I'm looking at the property history here, and I'm trying to see if, wow, look at that. So there was a sale that was removed at 29,000, and then it was turned around and listed for 119. So somebody got a really good deal on this property. But the cool thing is I could reach out to this realtor and I could see if their buyer might potentially be interested in this property as well. So let's go ahead and call up the seller, see what's going on. I have a feeling that there could be some competitors that are shopping this deal as well, but I'm going to call them up and let's see what happens. Yeah, this is Alex Youngblood. I'm giving you a call about the property on Halcon.
It's my parents' house. My parents are deceased, and the house has been vacant since February.
Oh.
And yeah, we're looking to sell it. There you go. From my understanding, you guys make offers as is.
Oh, absolutely. Yep, 100%.
If you want to set up a day to come by and look at it, you can. I'm just cleaning right now from yesterday until tomorrow. I'm just cleaning out all my parents and my,
Where are you located? Where do you live normally?
I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, but I'm out.
Holy smokes!
Yeah.
Out in Vegas.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's amazing.
But, yeah, I'll be here for the week, so I'm just trying to get as far down the road as I can as far as setting something up, and who knows, I might even work out that someone making an offer that we agreed to.
Oh, sure.
And I like to be there. If you want to come by and look at it, it's fine. I'm fine with it. I'll be here for the week.
Sure, I understand. Yeah, I mean, during the time with like COVID and all that kind of thing, it's kind of an interesting time. So,
yes, sir.
But hey, that's not a big deal. We move very quickly with things. In fact, today I already contracted to buy 2 other different properties. I'm in the Hampton Roads area, so I bought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so I got one in Hampton and one in Suffolk, and now I'm looking at yours here. How much are you looking to get?
I'm looking to get anywhere between like 78 to like 85, somewhere there. But that's why I call it. I'm looking. They've been offered.
Yeah.
I know how that works.
How did you come up with those figures there? Would you say?
Well, I grew up there.
Okay.
I grew up in the area. I grew up there, so I left in 1987.
Okay.
And, so the highest that a house was going up there, like on West Lake, was 89,000.
Okay.
Those are the 4 bedrooms in the basement.
Yeah. So this is a rancher model, right? No garage.
Yeah. Our house was a 3-bedroom house, but my father built on the garage and made that a den.
Okay.
He also added a second bathroom that connected with a walk-in closet between the bedrooms.
Okay. Yeah, Petersburg is an interesting area. It can take longer for houses to sell over there. Just for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but it just that just is what it is. But I'm looking at some of the sales out there, and the condition of your property there. Would you say everything's pretty much original on the inside?
I could not say that because the original when the house was bought, when my dad was moved into it, they had that just air conditioning in the window.
Yeah.
Well, it's central there now. It's central AC and heat.
Right.
So I would like to say that out of the neighborhoods of that in Petersburg, of course I'm biased, I think it's one of the better ones. Of course, there's one that's better.
Right.
But it's not no rack shack attack.
Right.
Why wouldn't he ask for what we're asking?
Right.
So
what price would you say would be like a giveaway price?
the giveaway price for me is like 60 grand, I think.
Yeah. So the thing is, it looks like in order to pay like 80,000, it needs to be able to sell for like 150 to 175 in like fixed up shape, And the 2,000 square foot models are the ones that are fetching that 147 to 150 range,
Mm-hmm.
So we're working with, I think, 1,400 feet here, right?
Yeah, probably. But again, as I said, I kind of know myself and I know my family, and that's if it's just not going to work, because I don't know what price you're willing to offer, but if it's not going to feel, it's just I won't waste your time.
Right.
I won't waste mine. That's why I always say, come see for yourself.
Right. Right. Well, that's why over the phone is pretty easy because we're not wasting too much of each other's time, but we're
Yeah.
So if you want to send me some pictures, that would be that'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Do it tomorrow when it's clean versus right now. When you move furniture out of it.
Yeah.
It looks like a hurricane.
Yeah. I mean, the main thing is, what we look at is what as is properties sold for out there. I mean, because you want an as is offer, so we're going to look at what those as is properties sold for, and then that's what we make our offer based off of. So I'm gonna do a little research on that.
Okay, yeah, because as is, as you know, and as is in some properties in Petersburg, they can be not the most prominent, so.
Oh yeah, you know, Petersburg is very street to street, that's for sure.
Yeah, there you go.
So why don't you go ahead and send me the photos, and then we'll reconvene and see what we can come up with.
Okay, I got this number here. You know, my wife was the one doing it because I was still out there working or whatever. But let her get your number, get your name, and then I'll know who to send it to.
Yes.
The photos come on once they get off. Okay, hold on for her, get your information, and press your talk to me.
Okay, you too, man.
All right, hold on.
All right. Hello. Hi. So you've got this number here. And he said he was going to send the picture so we can get a general idea of what we're working with, and we can come up with a good offer.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay.
I have your number.
Yep.
And we'll send them.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll look forward to that.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, so we've got a lead that came in. It's kind of towards the beginning of the sales cycle, if you will. Usually leads go through different cycles from the beginning to where they just researched you, they just found you out, they're just looking to see what they can get for the property. And I think we're kind of here at this point, but this one's really interesting to me. It's a little bit further out of where I'm at, but this is a really good virtual type opportunity, virtual type lead, and they have a quick timeline. That's another thing that makes this more interesting to want to track down. So they're going to send some pictures. We're going to look at them and go through. Hopefully they might talk to a few other investors, have their expectations set to where they want to be. If you heard me, I said, how much did you want? And he said 80, 85. And I kind of give him the idea, that's a little bit too much. And I asked him what his giveaway price was. Because a lot of people say, what would, I don't want to give it away. That's what a lot of people say when you talk to them. And it's kind of a defense mechanism. But if you turn that right around and say, let them talk, let them get a little bit more acquainted with you, come back to it and say, hey, what price would you say would be giving it away? And then he gave me that 60 number. So now I know that's kind of his bottom range of where he's trying to be. And now it's my job to see what the bottom of the market is out here and if there's any room to make any money. So this is one that's going to take a couple different tries. It's not going to be all in one shot here, but I'll keep you guys in the loop.